Hey everybody, welcome to Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. Question: why is Bastila the login rewards for this month? Both light side and dark side. Because you know how Arnold always makes a big deal about, hey, what does this mean? Does this mean we're getting something Old Republic related? Last month it was Night Troopers, which were new. And the bonus calendar was Gungans, which were new. But this month we're back to Old Republic. And I don't think it's been Old Republic since I've been playing this game. All right, so I want to address a few things from the top. I had a question about energy and mods and all this first stuff. First of all, regarding mods, if you're wanting to know information about mods, there is a plethora of people who know way more than I do about mods. And their names everybody knows. Nooch Too Good. Basically everybody that's a creator other than me, because I've only been playing I've started playing my Hyperlight in my original account back in February of last year. So that's just over a year and a half. And this account is only, 15, 16 months? So we started this one at the end of May, beginning of April last year. So I really don't know at all about mods. So my recommendation, go look at Calvin. Go look at Nooch Too Good, Calvin Awesome. I don't know who. I'm not sure. I'm sure I just type in Swgoh mods or just go to Nooch Too Good. He's got a whole mod playlist of how to do it, and it's still, for me, it's still very much a work in progress. I'm still trying to figure it out. I'm still trying to wrap my head around it. But yeah. Anyway, how I do my energy. So for me, my daily reset is for 3 of my accounts. I had a daily reset at 8 o'clock p.m. And then for my other 2 accounts, I have a reset at 9. And so what I do is I try to plan accordingly. Hey, do I have to do the gig tonight? Do I not have to do the gig tonight? And we'll get into that. But what I do with my daily energy is very simple. It's what I walk through every day as we just come in here. We say, hey, Mara Jade, how you doing? You got 8 Mara Jade, great, awesome. Probably never going to get 8 again, but I got 8. Let me come over here to Mother Talzine. We refresh. Do Mother Talzine. 4, that's fine. And so I mentioned, and we'll get more into that here in a second, but I mentioned Bastila and Fallen. You can see I'm getting ready to, I mean, if you can't tell, we're getting ready to go into Revan. And so that's going to be a thing. I keep forgetting to bring my credit card up here talking about it. I think we are going to do that, but yeah, so I'm excited that this stuff that we're getting, that they're going to give us free Revan. I mean, Bastila and Fallen. I just wish I had started it. It's good for my other accounts that are a little bit further along in the farming process with Bastila and Fallen. But honestly, I think I finished regular Bastila on most of the other accounts. I have not yet on this account, because obviously we haven't done it. But I know on my in Albania account, she's one of the first Jedi that I got done, so I have her done because she's the leader of my Jedi team. On my in Albania account, the one that's in the People's Guild. But as far as energy, what I do next is I'm like, hey, I'm on BAM. And so I'm working on BAM. I need Kairos for BAM. So I just come in here and be like, look for Kairos. Do I want to buy them? If yes, if no, just come over here to where it is for farming BAM, of course. And you just click on this, farm the Kairos. As far as your question about how do I have a lot of crystals? If you think I have a lot of crystals, I don't. I'm just going to say that out loud. If I don't have a lot of crystals, 3,700 is not a lot of crystals. But if you're just starting to play the game, I could see where you would think that's a ton of crystals. I did when I thought out. But as far as, am I done with this? I think I am. So we finished a piece of Kyle earlier today. So let's go ahead and equip that. Then we get to start farming something else. So I just come in here and look. Do I want to buy this here? Sure. Boop. Buying it. Come over here. Oh, it's in Fleet. Let's farm it from Fleet. Boop. It's just what I do every day. It's just. And what I do is I spend all of my crystals down every night all across the board. Then in the morning, when I get my morning refresh, which my morning refresh is for this account because it's a 9 o'clock reset. My morning reset is at 9 a.m. And so you have 2 hour. So at night you don't have a window, but in the morning you have 2 hour window. So if your reset is at 8 at night, your 2 hour window in the morning is between 8 and 10. And with a 9 o'clock reset, my window is between 9 and 11. So I try to make sure I get on, get my free energy refreshes. I spend all of my energy again. I don't do gem refreshes because once I hit the 100 threshold, I'm stopping using we're not doing any more. So the 50s are fine. If you don't have 50, if you don't have a lot of gems, you might consider just waiting and saving. That's perfectly viable. You can do that for as long as you can just use your energy and not use any more refreshes. In fact, if I wanted to, I would just do the regular series of refreshes, and then just use the first time too, and just not do any refreshes at all, not do any 50 gem refreshes, and then just save it. That's a good way to save up. And I'm having to do with that with my newest account because I don't have a lot of gems, so I'm just doing, 1 or 2 passes, and then I don't do any more, and I'm just doing the one set of Fleet, and I'm just saving all of the other energies. But in the morning, I mentioned you get your refreshes in that 2 hour window. You spend all of the energy in your mod energy. So all of this energy, you want to spend that. And then you want to spend all of your yellow energy here. So you want to spend it all down as close as you can be to 0. And then you want to spend all of your Fleet energy also. Don't do any more refreshes. And then throughout the day, because you have another reset so my 8 o'clock account resets, it has another refresh at 2. There's another window to get it between 2 and 4. so you can get more energy. There is another one like at six something, but I never get that because I'm never up here. I'm never available at 6. But there is like another 1 hour window, but like between 6 and 7 or something, and I never get that. But regularly, what the afternoon refresh is going to get you is it's going to put you at about 144 out of 100, somewhere around there. And so then you're just gonna want to keep your energy so you're back full at 8 or 9 o'clock. And I hope that makes reset. So what I'm saying is, at 8, you spend all of these energies. You can your daily reset, which mine is at this account is at 9 o'clock at night. You want to spend all of these energies down. If you have the coin, if you have the currency, which I don't have a lot of, if you want to save, just do the one to spend the whole thing. If not, if you want to do refreshes for, if you like looking for gear, do refreshes on campaign energy and fleet energy. If you have a lot of energy, you can do mod, because these also can be refreshed for 50, and then once they go to 100. But I normally don't do that because I don't feel like I'm at that point in the game where I can afford to do that. So that's just what I'm doing. Additionally, you can refresh this. You can refresh these 3 times, and it comes up, and then when it hits 200, you don't want to do anymore. But this is how to build up and get continue character refreshes. This is how you do that. But once again, because I don't have enough currency, I'm not doing the 100 refreshes of this, the 100 crystal refreshes of this. So I hope that makes sense. But yeah, whenever your reset is, spend all your energy. Then 12 hours later, there's going to be another 2-hour window where you can collect more energy for fleet, mod, and campaign energy. I normally spend that down. And then like 6 hours before your daily reset or so, there's going to be another energy refresh. And in there, you're going to get campaign. You're going to get campaign and fleet energy. And so, like I said, that I normally hold. But like sometimes when I have my gig at night, sometimes I will spend my fleet in my campaign down to like 60. Because then when I get home at like 11 or 12 at night, then they will be full again. Okay? And also, there is this web client in the morning. They have a daily free chest with more energy in here if you're using the web client. And sometimes, and that'll give you even more energy. Sometimes that'll put you over cap, because I usually get it in the morning. And sometimes if it hits Cantina, I will spend that. I'll use like 50 or 60 canteen energy and just spend that down. So that doesn't go over cap. But it's like with any other gacha game, you don't want to be over cap for energy. You never want to be over cap, because then when you have energy just sitting there not being used, you're wasting it. So you want to be as economical with energy as you can. And if you can't afford to spend energy, if you're feeling like I only have 1,000 I only have like 1,000 crystals, just sit on it for like a week or two. And by then you'll probably have 3,000, if not more. Or if you're very early in the game, you can go back and watch my videos during the first few months of this account, where I was saving up crystals for executorships. and for the bounty hunter ships. And I don't know that we're going to be able to see it because I'm not doing that anymore, obviously, because I have Executor right now. But so what I would do when I was doing those accounts is you could click on like Houndstooth, and you can go to find, and there's still this thing where you can spend 1,900 credits, and it will give you a 4-pack of these bounty hunter ships. And so if you go back and look at the first few months of this account, I would stop spending and I would save up, and then we wouldn't use any extra crystals, and we would go and we would buy this bounty hunter pack every day or every couple of days, whenever, and then we would buy it, and then we did that until we had the IG 2000, the Xanadu Blood, the Houndstooth, and the Slave 1 done. Instead of just sitting here farming this node endlessly, which is like, because Django, you'll get really fast. And then Houndstooth, unless you're doing this, you're gonna be farming this node forever. So when I got Django, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get and then I started saving for this. And eventually, but you're not gonna have a lot of gems. So you're gonna either have to choose to save or not to save. The way you get more gems, if you don't know, and I'm sorry for those of you who do know, is you play Fleet Arena, because if you look at your prizes, the higher you are, the more gems you get. So I'm like, on this account, somewhere between 11 and 20. So I get 100 gems a day for being in that 11 to 20 range. If I could get up to the top 10, then it would be 200. 300, 4, you see. You get the top one, which is in this thing. Who's number one? Is it an executor? I'm not even sure. Yeah, it's an executor named Noah. And so I'm not terribly far away from this guy. I mean, I have a 3-star executor. I mean, a 4-star executor, but this guy, and who knows what kind of mods he's got on here, but he's got, his executor is totally done. And I'm hoping to be able to challenge him in Fleet Arena when I get there, but we're not there yet. This clown always climbs up in front of me, but like, this is not, I mean, as these guys get better, it'll be harder and harder to beat them. In fact, I could probably take this guy out if I really wanted to. And so I could climb back above him. But I mean, that's one of the ways you get more crystals. The other way you get more crystals is, of course, the thing that everybody loves, that I don't particularly care for, but it's a thing. GC every day. We're in Carbonite 3. Keep that in mind. This is number one player in our GS in my bracket in Carbonite 1. Using Carbonite 1. My account is better. My account is better than his. Why am I in Carbonite 3, you ask? Why am I in Carbonite 3? This guy doesn't even have a guild, and he's in Carbonite 1. So where am I? My ranking is... Where am I? Where am I? I'm 15. I'm down here. So there's me. This is the guy that's above me. He's got, what does he have? This guy's at 3 million. The guy in Carbonite 1 is like at 1.4 million. I don't understand how GAC ranking works. But I hope the energy explanation made sense. If you're not interested in the energy explanation, I apologize. It's just somebody was asking me questions, but mods, I don't know. Mods I know a little bit of, but just, and there's people who can probably explain the whole energy reset thing better than I can, because I'm not exactly the best at, I just play the game and talk to people and hope I can be semi-entertaining. And if I am, then it's a good day. If not, try again tomorrow. But you did ask, you did ask about mods and all the other lovely stuff, and that's just what it is. And that's the way you get more crystals, and that's the way you just gotta play the game. And how the guy here at number 1 in Carbonite 1 is here with this roster with 1.44 million at 1.4 million, and then me being way down here where I am at 5,000 whatever with my roster the way it is. I don't know, because I'm 3.2. I have a better roster overall than how he does, but how that makes sense, I have no idea. Because you see Nine Sisters, you see Geos, that kind. I can, well, not on this account, but yeah. See, and there's somebody with C who's in Carbonite 3, the Sith Eternal Emperor, and his galactic power is 5.6 million. I don't know. I don't try to figure things out because it's above my pay grade. But I'm just at the point now. It's like, who are they going to put me up against? Oh, it's somebody I can beat. And then if it's not somebody we can beat, But I think that's why people just rush for GLs, just so they don't have to do this whole struggle of everything. And I'm not telling you that I'm not rushing for GLs, but what I'm doing is I'm building legendaries. I'm getting stuff for conquest where I can be able to earn the conquest characters. So that's the reason why we're working on BAM right now. It's for the fleet, for when I can get up to where I can play the guy that's number 1 in our fleet ranking, and I can be like, "Hello, buddy, what's going on?" So that's the reason why I'm building BAM. For those of you who aren't paying attention, it's because I'm going to be up at the top. Not today, not tomorrow, but soon I'll be up at the top of the fleet rankings, and I want to be able to fight that guy and win as best I can. So that's why we're building BAM, because we're also going to be relicking BAM. And I think I've explained this before. If not, we'll run through it again. But Sidious Sheriff, because he's first for the raid. And then eventually when we go for C, we're going to need him up for C. Bam is here because he's the pilot of the Razor Crest, and the Razor Crest is in the fleet, and we need to make Bam better. That's the reason why Cad Bane is here, because we need to make Cad Bane better. Newt is here because he's on the team with Darth Maul and Sidious, and also we're going to need him for the Grievous team that we're going to be working on shortly. Kyle Katarn here is here for because I need him for my Rebel fleets. Also, we need him for Starkiller. Rex is here because he's awesome. He makes Phoenix way better. I have the Phoenix at Route 30. You can see I have Hera with a Zeta and Kanan with a Zeta. We don't have a Zeta yet for Rex, but we could. Depending on that, Mara Jade is my I don't know what you want to call her. If there was, when I'm done with Mara Jade, I've told you before, she's going to be right up in the corner where you see CLS. She's never going to leave for that spot. I'm going to take her to Route 10, just because I love me some Mara Jade. And then, we're gonna work on this Revan and Darth Revan thing, and then we will have to bring up Grief because I want Grief to be better. I want him to be in Relics. I want Mando to be up here and be in Relics. There's just a lot of stuff we need to work on. But I mentioned Newt up here. Newt is a part of a team of raid team that I'm putting together, that I'm going to be putting together with looking for him. But I just saw him. Am I going crazy? It's possible. With B2, I don't have anybody else. General Grievous is at level 1. B2, B1, Magna Guard, I think. And yeah, so we're going to be working on Grievous here in a little bit, if you're wondering. But we might do B2 Androidica first. I don't know, since they're closer to 85. But we just got. It's like I keep saying, we need these assault battle teams, we need these conquest teams, and it's like, and meanwhile people are just building GL, and it's like, that's great. I'm trying to build assault battle teams in conquest teams, and then after we get conquest teams, of course, then we have to build proving grounds teams, and that's just the way I'm progressing. And eventually we'll get to, like I said, Leia, eventually we'll get to Jabba, because Jabba's going to come before Leia at this point, but it's going to take so long. And if you're worried about pushing forward fast, there's only one way to do it, and that is spend money. So if you got it, spend it. God bless you. More power to you, all that fun stuff. I do not. Which is why I'm kind of struggling with, hey, do I buy this Lightspeed bundle for $25 that has a couple of characters that I could that would help me? So, if you're wondering, the answer is probably going to be yes. How many days do I have left to buy this thing, by the way? I don't want to miss out. Got another 4 days, so yeah, we're probably going to pull the trigger on it. Maybe tomorrow, maybe not. But anyway, we got a lot of work to do. All we did today was just put one piece on, and we just grinded for some more, because it's just ship stuff. It's Kairos. We need another 22 Kairos, and then Bam will be done. And then after Bam's done, we need... Oh, this is ship stuff. Okay, well. We need another 100 Kairos for Newt, plus 50 of these. So don't get ahead of yourself. We need a lot of stuff. Anyway, I'm going to go. Thanks for watching. God bless. I appreciate the time. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, as always, let me know. Make sure you hold the line so we don't get overrun. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.